everybody. Today is Thursday. No, it's not. Today is Friday, May 16th, and it's time for more packages. So we're gonna open this one. Today I was in the city because I needed to go pick up my medical records. There's been a specific test that I've been trying to get the report from, and it's been so hard to find the report. Finally I have it, and it's the one piece of proof that I have for these vascular compression syndromes, because it's the one test that I have that like clearly shows it. So like on the report, like they've actually written it on the report. I have more tests that show it, but they just didn't catch it. So whatever, that's that. I'm just happy to have my report now. So now I have all of the like medical related documents that I need. I do want to try to put my imaging on CDs. Right now I just have it on something called Pocket Health, but I'm hoping that maybe I can put them on CDs, but we'll see. Okay, well, the packaging is so cute. Make sure that my address is not showing. Oh, cute! She gave me some stickers. I love stickers. I'm a huge fan of stickers. Okay, so the stickers. Aww. Okay, so just in case you're wondering, I got this stuff from Creative Mom on Etsy, and these are the stickers that she gave me. Super cute. And the packaging, aww. So she does it in remembrance of her son, I think, so that's super sweet. The packaging is so cute. Look, it's like psychedelic and like pink. So I got these to put on my medical baggage. You can fill out the back side with your information. So this is going to go on my medical bag and probably my wheelchair, I think. And then I was in need of some shorts. I know I showed you recently that I bought shorts, but those were linen, like comfy type shorts, and I realized that I grew out of my denim shorts. I know I did a video a while back that showed a couple of my denim shorts that fit, but then I tried them on again and realized I didn't sit down in them and they did not fit when I was sitting down. So I was in need of some shorts, so I did go and pick up a couple pairs of shorts. So, and because here in Canada it's Victoria Day weekend, there's a lot of sales, so I got really good deals on everything. Here's the first pair of shorts that I got. Super cute. And I got a bunch of really cute tank tops as well because I could not pass them up. They were $7 a piece. I got this one. It's like a rusty brick red type color. And then I got it also in this creamy white and in this beautiful like butter yellow color. And then from the Gap, I got these shorts. These are so cute. They're like paper bag type shorts. They are pretty, like the legs are quite baggy on me, but I bought them because the waist was so comfortable. So even though it kind of looks like a skirt when you're wearing it, I didn't want to size down because the size down, the legs were perfect, but the waist was too small for my comfort. If I didn't have so many GI issues, it would probably be perfect, but I don't like to be squeezed in anyway. So these were perfect. And then I also got a top from there as well. So this is just that top. It has this super cute detailing on the front. I don't know if you can see that. Anyways, I'm a sucker for like lace or like lettuce detailing, like the ruffles or lettuce hem, that's what it's called. I'm a sucker for like the lettuce hem or little ruffles or like lacy type details. So I'm really pumped about that. Now I have enough clothes for sure for summer and also to go to Spain, which I'm very excited about. So I'm gonna put this away and I'll catch you guys later. Hello everybody. Today is Wednesday, May 21st, and we've got more packages to open and more things that picking up more supplies for Spain. Because the thing is, when you're medically complex, there's a lot of things that you just need compared to someone who's just going on a trip. And so I've had to collect a lot of things, some more normal that we just didn't have, and some medical related things. So I'll show you those in a moment. We're gonna start off with the one non-related item. These are all my snaps for the upcoming launch. Whoa! Something happened here. What happened? Okay, so for the upcoming launch, I bought this color. It's like a coral color. And then for one of the sets, I couldn't decide if I wanted to go with this light blue or if I wanted to go with like a dark blue, so I bought those. And then of course, I always need more white, so I bought white. And now moving on to medical related purchases and for the trip. So one of the packages that I've been waiting for came in, and typically I would not pay crazy shipping prices for something to come from the States, but this is the one exception I was making because I really needed something for this trip. So I bought something from G-Tube Station on Etsy. I hope it's not like broken because the box was like bulging. Oh, that's so nice. I didn't know it came with that. Okay, so I'm gonna have to look to see how to set this up, but basically this is a stand for my medical, like for my feeding tube and bags. So I have been looking for so long to find something that would hold like my feeding tube pump and my bags, because there was so many things for the infinity pump and nothing for the kangaroo joey. And so finally I found someone who sold things for the kangaroo joey, and this is it. So that's exciting. I'm gonna have to figure out how this goes. I think it goes like there. Goes like that. So your pump goes in here, bags go in here. There's some accessories. I didn't know that it was gonna come with the wrenches, which is so nice. And then there's like a little holder piece as well, and a spot for a syringe. So I'll show you that a little bit later, like when I set it up with my pump. But I'm very excited about this. I got the green color because I wanted to add like flowers to it. I just thought that would be cute. So that's that. I went to my pharmacy. I picked up these earplugs. They're like a special kind where it helps any trapped air in your ears release on their own when you're flying. So I've used them before and I really like them, so I bought that. I bought a more travel size container of saline. This is like, they have one smaller than this, but I've used the containers before and they do not seal properly, and so I got saline on everything. So I wanted to make sure it would seal properly, and I know that these do. Syringes for my G-tube, and a bunch of swabs. And then I got sunscreen. It's natural, like mineral sunscreen. And then I got these like packing cube type bags. I mostly wanted them for my medical bag, and I got them on sale, so that was a good deal. I have had a day though, you guys. I'm so exhausted. A good day. Let me preface with that. Today was Matt's day off, and so we headed into town because I had a doctor's appointment and I needed to get a letter for all of like my medical related items, and I needed like a fit to fly form to be filled out, so I had that done. My doctor is the best. I literally am so glad that I switched because she's been so amazing and she's been so helpful and she's just so positive and kind, and I'm just so grateful for her. She's even gone to Spain and she's planning to go back this year as well, so that was like really cool. So yeah, we did that, And then we had to go to the bank, and we finally deposited all of the cash and checks that we got from our fundraiser, and we bought some euros. Just some, like, they didn't have very much at my bank, so we only bought like a little bit, which is fine because we do plan to use other means of payment, and that's okay. What else did we do? We went to Winners. That's where I got a bunch of these items, was from our local Winners, because surprisingly sunscreen has gone way up in price. I don't know if anyone else has noticed that in their area, but like it's gotten so expensive where I am, and so at the Winners you can get it a lot cheaper. And then of course we had to run to pick up these items from my mom's house, and now we're finally home. We've been trialing letting Lucy just roam free while we're out. Not like completely free, but like our house setup allows us to close the doors to the bedroom and the main part of the house, so it just leaves her with the living room, and it has enough space, like a lot of windows to look out, and we can bring all of her toys and her bed in here, and she's completely content. And we bought her a couple toys while we were at Winners, because they have cute dog toys. And with our trip coming up, this is the first time that we're actually leaving Lucy, and we're wanting to make sure that she's going to do well while we're gone. Of course, she's staying in our house, and my husband's brother is going to be staying with her, who she's very familiar with. He dog sits her all the time for my medical appointments, so I know that she's going to do fine. But I just wanted to buy her a couple new toys and some new treats and stuff so that she just has some fun things for while we're gone. So we did that. And yeah, we basically have everything now. We still have to buy our travel insurance, and I'm still waiting on one airline to get back to me about my wheelchair. And otherwise, it's just a matter of packing and getting ready to leave now. So I'm exhausted from running around, and I'm gonna go probably lie down and take a nap, so I'll catch you guys later. Good morning, everybody. I'm sorry that you can hear a lawnmower in the back, but this is the best that I got. I'll go this way. Okay, so today is Thursday, May 22nd. It is finally beautiful outside. Like, over the past 7 days, we've only had rain, and it was like insanely cold, and so I'm very happy that it's finally nice outside, because that means that Lucy and I can finally sit outside again. Okay, so yeah, you guys, it's literally like a week-ish until we leave, and I'm feeling for sure all the feels about going to Spain. Now that like most of the prep work is done, I'm excited, I'm nervous, I'm kind of scared. I've had a nightmare about being gaslit, which I don't think is going to happen, and I'm praying that doesn't happen. I've heard really good things about this doctor, and so I don't think I'm going to get gaslit. But the biggest thing that I'm worried about is when I come home. I am just nervous about how my doctors are going to respond. The thing is, I have not had positive experiences in the past with my doctors when it comes to getting a second opinion, especially opinions outside of Canada, even opinions within Canada. They get offended for some reason, because I really do want to just know that they have my back on this. But I just know that this is a tough situation, and this is really important to me, and I wouldn't be going if I didn't feel like this was a good option for me. So I'm feeling all the feels, but I'm definitely excited because I've only ever traveled once, and that was to England on like a school trip. And this is completely different because it's with my husband. But it's fun to think and pretend that we're there for vacation instead of medical reasons. And yeah, I'm also just really nervous because I've heard so many horror stories about people traveling with medical equipment, especially feeding tubes. Like, people just don't understand how they work, and I've heard horror stories of TSA like opening people's cartons of formula and then expiring because they're only good for 12 hours. And I've heard horror stories in general for people with disabilities traveling. And so I'm just really hoping that everything goes smoothly. And yeah, this is my first time traveling since having so many chronic illnesses. And so we're definitely just gonna see how it goes. And I'm gonna close out the video here. I'm sorry that this has seemed very cryptic. There's just a lot that I can't yet share because I haven't been able to fully process it. But I do promise to share as much of it as I can when I get back, and also sharing the process while I'm out there. So next week's video will be packing and getting ready to fly out, and I will be documenting as much of the entire process as I can. So if you would like to continue to follow my journey, I would love to have you, and you can do that by subscribing down below. Don't forget to give this video a like. It helps my videos to be seen in the algorithm. And yeah, you guys, I appreciate all of you so much, all of you who are following my journey. And I can tag my Instagram down below if you're wanting to follow me on there. I share a lot on there as well, more of like a journal type format, and so you can feel free to follow me down there. It'll be in the description down below. Oh, speaking of which, sorry, I'm out of breath. My Etsy shop, I have temporarily put on vacation mode because Canada is expecting another postal strike, and I just didn't want to have to deal with that. And because I'm leaving in literally like a week, it didn't make sense for me to leave my shop open until I leave. And so I have already put it on vacation mode, but don't worry, I will be back. I have been working on my summer sets, as you've seen. I've been cutting them out and preparing those sets, so they will be coming. I'm just hoping that they resolve the strike before they get too far in, and hopefully it resolves before July, because I would really like to just have an easy shipping process, because it was just so complicated last time with Etsy specifically. So yeah, anyways, I post every Thursday, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.